Hey, and welcome. This is going to be the tutorial on the back end of your site. It's unedited, so kind of bear with me. But I don't spend the time editing these videos. um, and just enjoy, man. If you have to pause it or slow it down, do what you do. But here we have the logo. I kind of want to identify some of the things on your site. The logo here, the ad space, the menu bar, as well as your page is set up for the main page posts. We obviously don't want to show the complete post because these might get kind of long. So if they want to read the full story, you get another visit by them, reading the full story here. And then you have the sidebar. So if I go back to the main page, this is going to be the sidebar over here. We also have the footer area. Obviously, we can put whatever you want here. We can add some widgets down here. We can just do multiple different things. We're going to start off talking about the logo and the advertisement spot. So if you log in using the login information that I provided, that's going to be your WordPress backend. It looks something like this when you log in. Don't worry, it looks kind of confusing because I allowed you to see all your options. Sometimes I can set those and remove some of the ones that aren't pertaining you, but it's kind of like limiting access, and we don't want to do that in this situation. This is your site, and you're going to want to be able to see everything that's available to you. So if you see the dashboard title up here, the first thing I do is click on that just so I know I'm on the full dashboard page. If I was on one of these other pages, I don't want to confuse you. So when I say dashboard, just click the dashboard. You've reset the whole look. So I clicked on dashboard, and the first thing we're talking about is logo in the advertisements, which can be found in the canvas. If you click canvas or highlight canvas and then go over to theme options. Not going to be using a lot of these, so don't really worry about all the commands for everything. You can kind of look around, but don't reset any changes or save any changes. If you're not sure, you can always ask. This pops up when you go there. It's under the general settings automatically, and this is where you can upload your new logo. The logo size is 600 by 250, and if I wanted to upload a new logo, it'd be as simple as clicking the upload button. I can upload it from my computer. I can bring it in from an existing URL somewhere on the net, and I can do it on one of my previously uploaded files. So here I have 3 images of your header that I was playing around with. I could use one of these if I wanted by clicking use custom logo. I'm not going to do that currently because I have this logo already in there. But as soon as you click insert, it'll be inserted here. Now to save that, obviously you want to save all changes. So that's pretty simple. Click upload. A lot of times you might just want to grab it from your computer, so you just click select file, find it on your computer. Obviously you'll open like normal, and then it'll bring up a little folder here that looks something like, let's just go ahead and perform it so you can see. I am not prepared with an image, so we will use this mini header. Something like this. So it's got, the name of the file, mini header PNG. You can change the name if you'd like. And then down here you'll see I want to put it in full size. Some of these options will be lit up when you have bigger images, and maybe it's check thumbnail. You want to use the full size for this image. If you want it at full size. If you want to use one of these, like medium might be 300 by 250. If you have a larger image, then you can choose one of these as well. But currently, because it's a small image, it's only allowing us to upload the full size. So I press use this image, and as I do that, my image is switched, and it's right here, and that would be the new logo if I click save all changes. We're not going to do that, so I'm just going to go on to the next part, which is advertising, which is in the general settings still, but down here. Same thing, it says the ad space is normally 468 by 60, which would be like, a small rectangle. Instead, we're using a box style image ad, which is 300 by 250. So when you do get your AdSense code, you can easily remove this and just paste your AdSense code in there. It's going to have some weird looking symbols like these, as well as, forward slashes, and that's going to be the full AdSense code. Or your other ad network code, as it says here, you can throw in there, but try to get a size of 300 by 250, which is pretty common. Other than that, these are just general locations. If you wanted to do like just throw in an image, say you wanted to remove this. Right now I am showing an image, but I can also display whatever's in this box is going to overrule this and this. If you don't have anything in this box, then this box will take precedence, and then this will be the URL of this box. So as you see here, if I were to remove this, this would be the ad and this would be the destination. So for your images, you can either do this and just put in your new URL of your image, and I'll explain how to put that on your website so you don't have to list it from somewhere else. But this is all you have to replace for your new image, is what I've selected here. And then of course save all changes. So let's talk about that. We go back to the dashboard, and I'm going to click dashboard so it resets. Media. To do or to upload your pictures, if you click media, this will be all the pictures that I have currently on your site. You can delete these if you're not using them, or if you obviously don't need this bullet hole after you delete that post, because you're not going to want to keep my posts. I'm going to go ahead and show you delete permanently. Easy stuff. So now I've deleted this image, that image that was currently there. If I wanted to edit an image, I'd just go to it, say I wanted to edit the logo, and here I could throw in a new image, as well as keep it logo, the name logo PNG. But pretty much that's how you would edit an image. And then to add a new image, same thing off that main page. If we just click add new, and you're already familiar with this page because we've just talked about it, select new files. You could upload the file however you wanted, and that's pretty much it. And then once you get to the media page, you'll have a file like this. It'll be in this list like this. So when I open it, you can see the file URL right here. This is going to be the address that you can steal out of there with your image in it. Awesome. So now that we've discussed the media, inserting things like that, just this top header and the ad, you actually don't need to insert media into first. You're just uploading directly from the area there, so you don't have to insert the media like I just showed you. It just upload from here. So really easy. The next thing we're going to talk about is pages, as well as the menu. So the pages are, this is a page, this is the bio page, this is the archives page, which you really don't have to do anything with. You can if you want. Disclosures page, you'll obviously want to add some disclosures. And the contact page, you could add some information up here. Feel free to contact me, yada yada yada. So the way we do that is we click on pages over here on the left from our dashboard, and it'll bring up a general area like this. Well, we've already discussed about, in the media, you've already seen how to access things like these, as well as the add new is up here. So everything stays the same. It's not really a hard site to learn. If you wanted to add a new page, you would do so by creating new page, typing the title here. This is my new page, which this is going to show up in the menu, so I'm not sure if I want to call it new page, but you'll see the idea here. Alright, so here I have some text. I also want to make it bold. Maybe I want to make it in quotes. I need more options, so I'll click this button. It'll open up some more options. Maybe I want to make the font color red. Alright, so here you'll see the idea. Maybe throw it in the center. Alright, so kind of customize this new page. I've shown you some of these options that you can use. I can create a link. These are all, what you see is what you get type buttons that I'm sure you've probably used in maybe Word or something like that. You also have a Woo Themes button here, which can do different things. It can set up a contact form. It could set up an info box. You could make this a button if you wanted to do something like that, just by clicking button. Create the button link, click insert. And when we publish this, I always want to click publish to make it a page. And they don't see it instantly. It's not on your site instantly. So when I refresh, It didn't automatically pop up here. We actually have to link that to the menu. But if I wanted to see what this page looked like, I could always preview the changes. And this is what the page is actually going to look like. So this is my title, was new page. I put it in quotes, I put it in red, I centered everything, and now you kind of get the idea. My button, I didn't put a link, but if I did, I could link to something. And you can create this on pages, you can create this on blogs, you can do whatever you want with the text. So let's go ahead and close that down, come back here. So now I have my URL. I have a new page here. Well, how do I get it to the menu? How do I add new things to the menu? How do I recreate the menu? That'll be in appearance, down to menus,